Hey y'all, welcome back to the Lady Layer. So let's just get straight on into it. So this week we're going to be talking about Never Ever Met. It comes on Saturdays. If you guys have not been watching it, y'all need to tune in.
It's good, y'all. It's good.
It's so much drama on that show. So Never Ever Met. Then we're going to get into Real Housewives, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and Summer House. All right. Yes. So let's get into it. So Never Ever Met is 3 episodes in. So you still have plenty of time to catch up. So I'm gonna just summarize the last 3 weeks. So on the first episode, everybody meets or whatever. There's like 8 couples or whatever.
And the premise of the show, before, if you guys never watched this show, these are people who have dated online and never met each other in person. And they come to this house, meet each other in person. So that's the premise.
Yeah. So they come in the house and everybody's on. Well, not everybody. I would say about half of the couples are so nervous because they have secrets that they haven't told their partners. Mm-hmm. And like, you would think because they come on this reality show, like it's not something deep. It's like a little tiny secret because, you know, why would I come on this show if I'm doing dirt?
Right.
You know? But anyway, so they come on the show and spoiler alert, look, if you really plan on watching the show and you don't want us to tell it, then y'all should just fast forward because listen, I'm telling. Okay.
Right. They told us, so we telling y'all.
Right. So I don't know their names because it's only 3 episodes in. But anyways, so the biracial couple, that's what we'll call them. Both of them come on the show and they're like all nervous because they have the secret. So between the end of the first episode and the second episode, the lady, she's just, I don't know, she had the bubble guts or what, but she had to wake the man up out of his sleep and take him outside to tell her her little secret. So the lady goes outside and tells him that she got a 2-month-old baby. And mind you, they've been dating for 4.5 years online. She has a 2.5-month-old baby and she's breastfeeding. And that's why she keeps disappearing. So that's what she goes outside to tell him. Mm-hmm. And she told him that she had a 12-year-old daughter. But not only does she have the 2-month-old and a 12-year-old, but she also has a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old.
She got 4 kids. She told this man she had 1.
Right.
1. And she has 4.
Right. So the man, he's sitting there all calm and collected. He not really tripping. And the lady is like shocked because she just thought this was going to be the end of their relationship. And he busts out and says, oh, well, I got a 6-month-old baby too. Like,
like y'all just both typing. Okay, I found their names. Charlie and Jared.
Yeah, Charlie and Jared. Yeah.
And Charlie has a tattoo of Jared's name on her body.
Mm-hmm.
And she never met this man before.
Right. So yeah, just trifling. Right. Mm-hmm. So I guess I don't know why they felt compelled to tell the group. So the next day they're having dinner
because she wanted to tell the group that she just had a baby because she's been going to hide to breastfeed. So she wanted to get that weight off.
Yeah. So did they tell at dinner or breakfast? Tell the group.
It was a meal. I don't remember it. I think it was maybe breakfast.
Well, yeah. So one of the meals, they decide to drop the bomb to the group. And of course, the group is like, what the hell? How y'all having kids and y'all coming on the show to meet? Like, how does that even make sense? And then everybody is like,
first of all, he told his first. They were like, 6 months. Wow. And she said a month. They were like, oh.
You
like, that was something.
Right. Honestly, if I was him, I probably would have been more like taken aback that the fact that we've been talking for 4.5 years and you've been hiding these 3 kids. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, if you tell me about the 12-year-old, why don't you tell me about the other ones? And then, like, she said that she saw him on social media. So they follow each other on social media. So you just never post these other 2 kids. You only post the 12-year-old. Like,
yeah, if she's holding a lie that deep, then she got to keep up with it, I guess.
Yeah, I would never be able to trust either one of them. Like, it would not. It couldn't work out for me. I couldn't trust none of them.
That's why later on when he was talking to the guys, they was like, they played that game. I don't know. Do we care if we skip around?
No, I was going to. No, we could skip around because we could just get to them.
Couple. Yeah. Huh? I said, since we're talking about that couple, but later on they played a game to say if you had to pick today, would you choose your partner? And he was like, hell no. She got 4 kids. Like, I decided to have all these kids.
And he's like, absolutely yes. And I don't like that either. I don't like the fact that he's trying to act like he's cool with the 4 kids. Got her thinking that he gonna still be with her and he not. And then outside he talking to the boys talking about, I'm just trying to play the long game. I want to hit before I don't be with her no more.
He's saying he put all this time in and he's trying to smash. That was his goal. He literally said it to the guys. Like and then she comes out, or they go in the kitchen or something. He's like, hey babe. And she's like, well, what did you say? He's like, of course I said yes.
Right. He just a liar.
Just lying straight to her face because he want to get them draws. Mind you, she is fresh out of delivery. Like she hasn't even hit her 6-week mark.
I think she said the baby is 2 months.
I thought she said it was a month old.
No, she said 2 months because on the next episode, I think they go into that little privacy room. And they're gonna have sex because she tell people to get out.
Okay, if it's 2 months, she's safe. But I thought she said a month. I'm like, child, girl, you're still wide open. Why are you here?
Yeah, no. Yeah, so then it's another couple on there. I don't know. I don't remember what the girl's name is, but Clavassier and his girl.
Oh, yeah, Tatiana.
First of all, I don't know what the mama was thinking when she was like, you know what, baby? Clavassier is going to be my son's name. I love it. Like,
what?
Yeah.
Not Clavassier, but Clavassier.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Usually you want to call people by their government name, but I definitely would call him Clay. I'm not calling you Clavassier. Like,
right. No, that's
ever. Don't expect a junior. But anyways, so he comes on the show with the same thing. He had a baby too. And like for him, I don't understand why he's hiding it for him. Because according to him, like I think they only been dating like 9 months or something.
8 months.
And he was with somebody in a serious committed relationship, and they broke up. And then after they broke up, she told him that she was pregnant. So right. So it's not like he messed with the girl while they were together. Right. It's something that happened before. So like, I mean, I don't know. We don't know her yet, but like honestly, like if he told her, I don't know if it would have been like that crazy. Like it probably would have been a big deal, but I don't know if it would have been a relationship ending thing because it wasn't anything to do with her.
Right. And he had a good opportunity to tell her and he lied to her face. That's what's going to hinder him.
Like, because he's talking about, I just wanted to tell you I loved you.
Like, and you use that. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I like her because she said, he lying. That's not what he wanted to say.
Because she halfway heard the conversation when she was walking up. So she knew he was lying. And then you're telling me you love me. Like, okay. Am I supposed to do a backflip?
Right. She didn't even say it back. That's how she was like, this ain't what you wanted to say because I already kind of heard it anyways. And the fact that you're going to lie about it is like,
right. No. So then we got, go ahead.
Oh, I was looking up the cast so I could tell you because I don't want to describe the next couple that I'm talking about.
Kiki and Brandon. I know
you're talking about Kiki and Brandon. So Kiki and Brandon. So I think like I'm happy that they like each other. Yeah. But Brandon don't like how much Kiki drinks, and Kiki love to drink. And she don't understand why Brandon don't like it. And I don't know if they've had a conversation previously about drinking. Maybe it's like a trauma thing for him and why he don't like alcohol or whatever. But Kiki trifling too because she still live with her ex-boyfriend and ain't told Brandon. Like
I missed that part. That was her secret.
Yeah, that's her secret. Ooh. That she lives with her ex and she ain't told him. But the part that pissed me off about Kiki on the last episode is, so they have a little house thing or whatever. Kiki gets drunk and the next day she's hungover, right? Yeah. But it's their turn to cook dinner. So Kiki's like, I'm so sick. I can't cook. I'm just so sick. So Brandon is downstairs and he got the other housemates helping him cook. And next thing they know, they look out the window and Kiki outside walking around in the sun, hanging out with the other ladies, talking about, well, it's other people in the kitchen. I don't know if I should go help him. Like, girl, it's your turn to cook. What do you mean you don't know you should go help him?
And he only gave you a pass because you wasn't feeling good. And then he goes in the room to check on her because they're like, oh, she don't feel good. She don't feel good. And he's like, well, maybe it's because you drank too much last night. And then she's like, I don't know. I don't think it's that. Why you always go back to the drinking? And then he said something. She said, well, maybe a drink would help. What?
Right.
Bro, you are an alcoholic. Like, if your stomach is hurting because you ain't had a drink today, you're an alcoholic.
Right. And mind you, they have to cook for 14 people. And he decides that he's going to make hibachi, or I don't know if it was a decision between the both of them because that's her favorite food.
Yeah.
She don't help cook nothing. She stand outside talking about she don't feel good the whole day and don't help cook. So
and
then they cook
else in the kitchen.
Huh?
I said everybody else in the kitchen trying to help him.
Right. So of course he feels salty. So they said at the dinner he throwing shade the whole time, talk about my other sous chefs, talk about the other housemates, right? So she still don't get it. She sees that he's throwing shade, and even when it's time to cook, to clean up, she still don't get up and help. And she don't understand why later on, like she's sitting at the table talking about, oh, I don't know why he's so mad. I didn't know he would be like this, and da 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 da. And it's like, you don't know why he's mad. He had to cook all day, clean up all by himself, and then so he comes out to talk to her because the housemates call him over like, "Hey, come and talk to her. We shouldn't be talking about him behind his back." Da 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 da. And she's sitting there with another drink after the reason why she couldn't help out is because she was drunk. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like,
no. And at first I thought he was just being a little bit too much, like with like saying about her drinking, because at that point we hadn't seen her be like belligerent or anything. I only seen her drink with the rest of the people. So I was like, is he being a little extra? Because she asked for a full glass of wine. So I'm like, well, maybe her nerves is bad. But the way she started acting after that is valid. Like, you hungover, you acting out, you gotta have a drink in your hand every second of the day. Like, anytime anybody offering, you are accepting, and you can't function.
Right. You can't even do what you're supposed to be doing. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that ain't cool. And the whole cooking thing is supposed to be a bonding thing between the couples. Like the other couple, when they were in the kitchen, you know, they was doing their thing, Brittany and Ty. They were doing their thing, and you know, everybody saw them, and that's supposed to carry on the vibes, but nah.
Yeah. And then there's another couple, Alicia and Irvin. Oh my God. So I don't think they got any secrets, but I just feel like Alicia is so unself-aware and like she don't take accountability for nothing. And I think Irvin is probably a good guy, but she just pushes him away. Like they get into this big fight because Irvin like they've never met. He wants to spend time with her. He knows she likes yoga. So he's like, hey, let's do yoga when you get up or whatever. And she's like, oh no, I want my body to wake me up when I'm ready to get up and da 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 da. And then the next thing you know, she upstairs with one of the other guys doing yoga and don't understand why Irvin feels some type of way. It's like, you supposed to handle that
so poorly. She could have, even if she didn't want to wake up in the morning and do yoga, she could have said, how about we do it at 10? Or how about we do afternoon yoga or evening, whatever. But for you to go and do the very thing and yoga can be very intimate, okay? So for you to go and do the very thing that he was asking you to do, I understand why he was pissed.
Right, with somebody else's man.
I don't feel safe in this moment. Like, girl, those words are very triggering. You're acting like he was coming at you. Like, and I didn't think he was like pushing too hard or like anything like that. I feel like she got uncomfortable because he was calling her on her stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, she irritated me.
Yeah. So I feel like that they're definitely gonna be like an interesting couple to watch because she just, I don't know what world she lived in.
Don't want him to touch her. Like she's just like very insecure, which I understand because she has some health issues and different things going on.
It's given that she don't like him like that though.
It is. And I feel bad for him because he's a nice looking guy. He seems cool. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So Clavassier and Tatiana, they only been dating 8 months. So that's why I'm like, he could have told her because I think the baby is only 6 months old. So that means she was pregnant well before they even got together.
And he didn't know.
Right. Yeah.
So unless he did know, and he lying to everybody. Because I'm like, the truth is not that damaging for you.
No.
So why not just tell the truth?
Right. So then there's Alexis and what's his name? Alexis and Chris. So it's like the what is it called? The age gap couple. I was gonna call it cougar. The age gap.
Definitely give it cougar.
The age gap couple. I think they're interesting too because like I feel like in the age, especially with the woman being older, like you still gotta like let him be the man. Like she do not. She just tries to like dominate him and control him and just do whatever she wants to do. And it's like
she wants him to be, she wants him to be her boy toy.
Right,
Like
or
the
her
way she
son.
was groping him and everything in the challenge, and where you're supposed to ask for permission. She's like, I'm gonna do what I want, marking her territory, and it's like, okay, he's still a person. Like, you can't just like completely take over his body and like.
And the point of the exercise was to ask
for permission.
Right.
And she just completely violated him.
Mm-hmm. Like, and then tried to make it like what his feelings were nothing when he tells her about it. Like, well, did you get turned on? It's like, no, actually I didn't, because you was doing stuff that you didn't ask me to do. I felt uncomfortable. Right. And these people are blindfolded, and then you just got somebody like touching on you, and you don't know that they're gonna do it. Like, it's, it's kind of important for you to ask for permission. You know.
Yeah, especially like being blindfolded. I'm outside with all these other people. Like, she didn't consider any of that.
Yeah. So I think the couples that probably will be the most successful are the basketball couple,
Cinco and Jay.
Yeah.
Why does she look familiar?
I don't know.
I feel like she's been on another show or something. Like, she has a very familiar face.
Really?
But I think that they might survive.
Yeah, because like straight out, like I like that on that same challenge that we were just talking about. Like, he actually did stuff that meant something to her. It wasn't like little stupid stuff just to be doing it, or like Chris on the back of Alexis, he put a stop sign because she didn't know. She was irritated with her.
He was so irritated with her. Like, even when they was talking to the guys and stuff, I feel like all the guys that was outside said no. Like, that challenge. So
for sure. No, except for Cinco, because Cinco was outside with them too. Okay, yeah. No, but Cinco, I think the guy I think Urban said no. I think Jared said no. I think Brandon said no. And I don't know, Chris.
Yeah, Chris said
Chris
no.
did say he said no, right?
He said no.
Yeah.
And Ty wasn't outside. So what do you think about Brittany and Ty?
So I like Brittany and Ty, but his joking all the time will get on my nerves too. And I think she said that she can't even have a conversation with him because everything is a joke.
Right. And even though Alicia is annoying, I don't like the way he handled Alicia in the kitchen.
Yeah, he was a little aggressive.
Yeah.
But I get it. You in the kitchen cooking, like, don't come in here trying to tell me how to cook. Like, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like maybe he should have let her handle Alicia, because he was in the middle of what he was doing. He didn't really have time to think about what she was saying. Like, he should have said, babe, could you take care of that? Because, I can't.
And when Alicia went to tell Irvin, I don't know if she thought that he was gonna run in the kitchen and check him. He was like, she probably was the culprit. Like,
like, she do be acting aggressive, so it probably was her fault. Right. And if I was in the kitchen cooking, I don't want to hear you telling me how to cook either. So I don't blame him.
Right. And if you're vegan and you have whatever else going on, you should be preparing your own meals. Like, nobody's about to make 45 different meals for you. Like,
I already got to cook for 14 people. Now I got to cater to people's dietary restrictions. Like, no.
Make your own food, ma'am.
Right. Especially because it's not even like a restriction. It's a preference. She said, I can't eat butter, but I would prefer da-da-da-da. It's like, well, honey.
Eat this butter then.
Right. You are not a woman. I don't need to cater to your preferences. And I think that's where Ty was coming from. Like, I can see if it was my girlfriend saying, oh, babe, can you use oil? I don't really like butter. Okay, I'll make the adjustment, but I don't even know you like that.
Yeah. And like you said, it's a preference. You're not allergic.
Right.
And it's not against your diet. You eat it sometimes. So if you eat it sometimes, what are we talking about?
Right. Girl, go find your man. Right.
I'd be like, listen, it's some green beans over there in the colander. You can prepare them however you would like.
Right. I'll save you some green beans. You could cook them after. Okay, girl?
Okay.
But yeah, I think cook them right now and get in my way. Wait till I'm done cooking, and then you could cook your food how you want to make it.
Yeah, but I think this show is going to be good. It's probably more secrets that's going to come out. I don't know. And then the dynamics between the couples is interesting. Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
Yeah. So now we getting on to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So this week we had the girls. Well, we had a lot of stuff going on. So we had the girls trip to Tennessee, which was good. We had Drew doing her little divorce case, and we also had her go to dinner with Britt Edie. So I think the Britt Edie thing was first, right?
Yeah.
So Angela called out Drew and said that she ain't really married to Michael Jordan. Like, I don't know. I mean, not married, but cousins with Michael Jordan.
Like, why would you make that up and say that on TV? Like,
right, especially when her husband is in the NBA that probably knows him. So yeah, of course she's gonna make the call like, "Hey, y'all related to Drew Sidora?" Because Marcus was like, no, I don't know that lady."
Right. So Britt is like bringing up because now she don't like Angela because Angela basically called her out on her saying that her license was going to get revoked or whatever. So she's mad at her for that. And she decides that is equal to her bringing up a rumor about her husband having an outside baby.
Right.
It's on the same playing field.
But it don't make. But I bet if people came out, because Tasha K was on the internet this week with her old best friend talking about that her husband is DL. Like, if they bring that to the show, she gonna be crying for 2 days again. Like, come on.
Yep.
You can't be trying to dish other people's tea and then be crying when somebody come and dish yours.
Yeah,
true or not? Because we don't know if Angela's husband got an outside baby. That's just something that you're saying. So
yeah. I saw Candace Dillard Bassett was on her live, and I guess people were talking about like Kenya and if she thinks that her punishment was warranted or whatever. And she was just kind of like, worse things have been done on this show.
Yeah.
I mean, on these shows. And she was just like, the thing is, when you dish something out, you don't have control over how people respond to what you say. Right. Or what you do. And like whatever dirt.
You know that because the last time she dished something out, she got hit in the head with a glass.
Exactly. She knows better than anybody.
Right.
And so that's what she's saying. It's like, you can't come on these shows and try to police how people respond to the things that you do. Like, you threatened the lady in her face, and then you got mad when she pulled up your dirt that's on the internet.
Right.
Like,
the fact that she came out. Yeah, the fact that she came out and said something about Angela after she just went through what she went through with Kenya is crazy. Because like I would think you would be a little bit more sensitive to somebody else when you just got your business put out and you didn't want to put out. Like let's just say that's true.
Right.
Like the fact that it's coming out could be damaging to her marriage. Just like her putting your naked pictures of you slobbing the knob of some random.
It's damaging.
It could be damaging to your marriage. Like, you know.
And here's another thing with the whole Brit thing. Like, she's acting like she had this clean record and this is like the worst thing that could happen to her. Ma'am, you voluntarily went on the internet naked doing things.
Right. You were a cam girl. Like, come on.
You were a webcam girl. You did these things. You were a part of that world. Somebody even came out and said that she was supposed to be doing some reality show with Stevie J.
And she was a madam. Yeah.
So let's not act like this is like the worst thing that's ever happened to you. You're so embarrassed because nobody has ever seen you in this light. No, it's not like
you've been a part of that industry.
And she tried to say, somebody was like, well, what you was doing is basically corn, replacing P. And she's like, no, well, I didn't have any clothes on, but I wasn't doing anything. It was more like a skit.
No, girl, it's corn all day.
It's corn. I'm so sorry to tell you, but it's corn. Okay.
Right.
And she knows that. She's just trying to
soften the blow
and soften the blow. And it's just like, girl, no, did you know what you were signing up for? Whatever you have done in the dark will come to light as soon as you step onto the scene of a reality show, especially on Bravo. These ladies are going to dick everything up they possibly can on you. And
they're not going to hold back on asking you questions, because I'm surprised Drew asked her if she was selling cat. Like,
okay, Drew said that with her straw. So you selling cat? Like, let's put it on the table. Like,
right. I'm surprised they went to lunch anyways, because she was pissed at Drew for checking on Kenya. So the fact that she even agreed to go to lunch was surprising to me.
Britt kind of gives me that she's doing whatever her producer is telling her to do. Like, you need to go have this lunch. You need to have this conversation. You need to speak up for yourself. You need to, like, it feels very puppeteer because she's so all over the place. Yeah. So I feel like, it's your first season. You don't really know what you're doing. And Kenya also mentioned on her little YouTube podcast, whatever you want to call it, that a flip switched in Brit. Like the first 3 weeks, she was very dry, very boring of filming. She wasn't dressing the way that she started dressing. Like she was kind of like in the background. She was like, and then it's like a flip switch. So maybe the producer put a battery in her back and was like, "Hey, you need to wake up. You need to get in the game. Like you need to start saying stuff. Like you need to start, making your presence known."
Well, on the last episode, Kelly said she introduced her to her stylist, so maybe that's what could have happened.
Yeah, but she was saying as far as like her speaking up and saying the things that she did, like they had filming previous to that first party or or whatever they had when she started speaking up about stuff. And she was like filming all the way up until that point. She was very much in the background, like not really saying much, whatever. So that's King was like, that's why I was a little thrown off, because it's like, girl, what's going on?
Right.
So, I mean, but being in that situation where you are on TV for the first time, when you never done anything like this, of course you're going to listen to your producer, but she might have took a little too much than she could handle. I don't know.
Yeah. And then speaking of Kelly, did you see that supposedly she owes her landlord like $200K for the restaurant because she ain't been paying the rent or whatever? Ooh. Like, I don't know if that's because her husband ain't doing his part.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because they own the restaurant together, it could be because of what they're going through in court. So I don't know.
Yeah,
especially with her spending all that money on all these other things, buying her daughter all them bags and stuff like that.
Right, girl, priorities. And then why do you have a stylist? This is your first season.
I mean, she's actually very smart to have a stylist on your first. If she can't afford it, it's not smart. But it is
clearly because she ain't paying her rent.
It is smart to have a stylist your first season, because a lot of people have really bad first seasons, and her looks have been good. So
yeah.
And she even helped her little friend out. Like, come on, girl, get this stylist right.
I wonder if she did a referral fee. That's probably her homeboy, low key. Because why would the stylist be doing curating your little brunch? Like, he ain't got nothing else to do. Maybe he want to be on the show too. So he like, I'm gonna give you a little discount. I'm trying to
his name out there,
right? And be like, what was this? The hairstylist that was on like the first season,
Derek J,
Miss Lawrence and Miss
Derek J.
So maybe he trying to have that kind of role on the show.
Yeah,
so like, girl, I'll style you. Yeah. So what do you think Drew is trying to hide from this divorce thing? Because child, she is so distressed that this divorce case is gonna be open to the public. It's like, girl, it's giving you the one with the skeletons and not him.
Yeah.
Why would he want to open it if he got stuff to hide?
Yeah, I don't want my children to see him in that light. And she did admit, some stuff is going to come out about me, but I'm really nervous for him. And he said, open it up, bust it open wide. He said, if it's going to be fair, I want everything to be put on the table. So there is probably some very incriminating things in that file.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he's willing to sacrifice whatever is incriminating for him to expose her.
Right. He don't care.
And the way he was cheering and happy about it, I'm like, and the way she was crying in that car, it's gotta be terrible. And I'm like, well, what could it possibly be? Like, the only thing we seen in the media was like, okay, her and her relationship with Ty, but that was never confirmed. And is that so terrible? I don't know. Like, what did she do?
If she was still married, yeah, because she want to say he's a cheater so bad. So if it comes out that she was
broken up.
I don't know if they were separated then. I don't know. But who knows? She wants to say he's a cheater, but if she was doing the same thing, it would just make her look bad too. So
yep. And I could see maybe like her being irresponsible with the money and like faking the funk, because your financials get exposed and all that stuff too.
Well, she keeps saying that he ain't turned in his. So I wonder who's really the breadwinner, because he talking about he paid for the house, he paid for this, he paid for that. Like, I want to know, what do he do?
Right. Where the money come from?
Right.
How you paying for everything and all the kids? Like,
right. If that's my house and I'm paying a mortgage, I know I sure ain't living in the basement.
It is a pretty nice basement, though. I will say.
It is, but
it's a whole apartment down there. He got a private entrance, like
right.
It's man cave heaven.
He living like a homeboy from Married at First Sight. It's better, obviously.
Way better.
Yeah. But
it's
they got the same kind of setup. There. They got the same kind of setup, though. That's what I mean.
Yeah, he got private basement. Yeah.
Huh?
Night and day.
I just mean the same setup as they got their own separate entrance. Yeah. Like, you know, nobody knows that they're there or can come down unless they want them to. That's
right. Yeah, for sure. He can lock the door and all that.
Yeah. So then we get to Porsha's girls trip in Tennessee, and I don't understand why Angela is so pressed for Drew to come, and I don't know why Drew just didn't stick to her guns. Like,
yeah, she knew better. Huh? Drew knew better. She said it herself. I don't think I should come unless Porsha invites me, and you should have stayed with that.
Right, you know her. Y'all was friends or close associates, so you should know she don't play them type of games. So yeah, so they get out to Nashville, and Angela is late because she missed her fight. And the crazy part is nobody even noticed, which shows how much they really wanted her to come.
Right.
So then they meet up, and when she gets there, she's like, "Oh, I invited Drew." And then Porsha's like, "Well, why would you invite Drew to my party?" I thought he said I could. Like, no, girl, you know I didn't say that you could invite Drew. Like, if I wanted Drew to be here, I would invite her myself. Like,
right. She's talking about, well, she in her confession, she's like, well, she acted like the connection was broke. That was your cue to say that she's like, well, she should have flat out said she didn't want her to come. She didn't invite her. You're right. That was a +1 situation.
Right. Her not inviting her was saying she didn't want her to come. If she wanted her to come, she would have invited her. She invited every single other person,
including her real friends.
Right.
So I feel like Angela was trying to treat this as a cash trip, where, of course, it is a cash trip, but it's for Porsha's birthday specifically. Mm-hmm. And she tried to act like, well, I thought this is what we were here for, to bring stuff to the table. No, we're here for my birthday.
Right. I don't want to bring nothing to the table on my celebration. I don't care about nothing.
I'm sure they're gonna do another cash trip later on. That's what that's for.
And the friends was chiming in like, "Girl, this is not the time for that." Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No. She was acting because she knew. Because if it was your birthday and they invited somebody that you didn't want to be there, you would have flipped the whole wig. Your wig would have been on the floor. And what is it with this wig? Why hasn't she contacted someone with some real glue? Like, everything your wig is coming up. Like, girl,
I didn't see her wig coming up. Honestly, I don't really be paying attention
when
to her.
She was sitting at breakfast with Cynthia, the wig was coming up.
Oh Lord,
it was curled up right here. And Cynthia was like, "Girl, I need you to get this. I need you to get this glue together. Like, where is the glue? Like, who?"
Right. No, but I fell out when she was sitting there talking to her son, and she was talking about she got Botox in her nose because her nose was looking a little pinch. Child, I think Shamia made her a little self-conscious about her nose because I think she thought it looked good until she got on the show.
Right.
But child, the Botox ain't helping. She just needs to go get a revision. They need to put a little bit more cartilage up in there and widen that bridge. Dwight had to do it. So she just needs to go on, call him, and ask him who fixed his nose.
Britt needed a revision too, because whoever did her nose made her sound terrible.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to go back and get that done too.
Yeah.
Terrible. I can't stand it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, I forgot. It was one of the bloggers I was watching. It was like, yeah, Angela's husband don't like her, and Britt's husband don't like her.
Well, that's why the DL allegations against Britt is like, maybe, because
he don't seem too interested at all.
No.
Like, he's supportive, you know. I think she's very codependent with him.
Yeah, so, it gives best friend.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems like, you know, there for her, but he doesn't seem like he's like into her. Like, he'd be irritated, like, when she talking.
Right. Like when they was test driving that car and she put her leg up. Put your leg down. Like,
most men would be like, all right, girl, later on.
Right. Let me see if I can fit.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know.
Right. So let's get to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So you can start with this one because Carlos King, that Yandy and Kirk was on there cutting up.
Girl, so nothing really happened. I mean, stuff happened, but nothing to talk about on the actual episode.
Right.
But if you watch the previous episode, you know, Kirk and Rashida, Yandy, and Mendeecees had their little thing, whatever they supposedly had made up. But Kirk and Rashida go on Carlos King podcast, and you know, Carlos trying to get the tea on what's going on, why they beefing, whatever. And Kirk and Rashida sitting up on their high horse, acting like they are the best couple in the world, and they are just marriage royalty, and they just looking down on Yandy and Mendeecees and basically like blasting them. We all know that they're not legally married. Like that information came out a long time ago, but they're like blasting them, like, and they're not even married. I don't even know why they're trying to compare themselves to us. Like they're not even married, and they had 2 weddings but no marriage certificate. And so Carlos is like, well, Rashida, between us girls, like, are they really not married? And she's like, marriage certificates are public record. You can go pull it up right now and see that there is no record of them being legally married.
Girl, why are you so pressed to where you looking up marriage certificates? Like,
and what does that have to do with anything?
Right. You like, need to be focused on your man and why he can't stay faithful to you. Why you talking about Yandy? Like, I would rather be in Yandy's situation than be married to a man that don't respect me and keep cheating on me and having kids outside of our marriage. Like,
yeah.
Hello.
And we still don't have any proof that Mendeecees did any of these things.
Right.
There's been no tape come out on the internet, on the Shade Room, or anywhere else. There's been no letters. There's been no proof of anything that these people are saying. Where are all the women that came out of the woodwork? Where are they?
Right. They don't exist. Okay. This is for the show.
Stop coming for
me. Like Yandy was so mad about them trying to break up her marriage. She like, y'all just don't want to see Black couples happy. Like, why are y'all trying to come for my marriage? Like, you know.
And Kirk really got mad at Mendeecees because he was like, he was like, I'm the only one on this platform that don't got an outside baby.
Yeah.
And Kirk, it's the truth. And Kirk couldn't stand that. He couldn't stand him saying that because it is the truth. And it's like, Rashida, you sitting over there like, we haven't forgot.
Right.
How could we? The girl is still here.
Right.
So I don't know why they're trying to act like they stuff don't stink and trying to blast this couple. I feel like Yandy and Mendeecees, they have had enough issues within their own family. They're not problematic when it comes to the group. So why, like, I don't know. And I feel like they've been very transparent about the stuff that they go through within their family all these years on TV. So I don't know. I don't get it, but I think a lot of people have been saying too that they've used this opportunity to take the heat off of them and put it on another level.
Absolutely. Like,
and it's sad.
Yeah, I can't stand them. I used to, before, I would say the last 3 seasons, I would say, I used to like Rashida. Like, I listened to Bubblegum before Bubblegum was on up in the movies.
Right.
Like, right. And the college days, we definitely
did
put them on them and Bubblegum, but
we sure did.
I don't know if I'm playing it. I don't know.
No.
I like it.
No. And I feel like, I don't know, Rashida. She kind of pissed me off with that too, because it's like, okay, Kirk, he always been who he is, but don't let him drag you into that. Like, I used to see Rashida as a girl's girl, but
like,
now
she's very miserable.
Yeah. Like, the way she was turning up on her, it was so left field, like, to me. Like, y'all was cool. She was just riding for you in your absence.
Right.
Like, you don't
That's real. She was really a friend to you.
Yes.
It wasn't mutual.
Yes. When somebody had your back when you're not even there, that is a friend. And I think that's why Yandy was so hurt, because it's like, girl, put him out. I wouldn't even be in conversation with these people if it wasn't for you.
Right. Right. Yeah, no.
Anyway, so Carly then got arrested.
Right. She broke into her husband's house and he called the law, y'all. She got arrested for burglary. I don't know what's gonna happen, child, but her she didn't look too good on her little mug shot either. Like, she needs to leave that man alone. Like, I think that she's another girl. So we was talking about, I don't know if y'all have seen that what is it called? Dear Future Wifey stuff that's on TikTok or whatever. Yeah. So Rashida and Kirk remind me of that married couple. And Carly reminds me of the lady. Like, she just want to be married just to say she's married. Because, like, I don't think she was into T-Lo like that, clearly. Because, like, look at how their relationship is. Like,
yeah. She wanted a man that was willing to marry her. And like you said, like the lady that was on the Dear Future Wifey podcast, you're clearly insecure. Your whole identity and personality rests in the fact of you being this man's wife.
Right.
Because this man is dogging you. Like, dogging.
She ain't got no self-worth, no values. Like,
and even if, and laughing. Granted, he's saying this in past tense, like she didn't have these things and she didn't do this and she didn't have that. She wasn't his type. She wasn't he even went as far to say she wasn't the right skin color. She wasn't the right weight.
Right.
Like, he literally dug into her. He said that he was with her because of what she could do for him. She cooked for him. She gave him money. Like, she was doing all these things for him. And it's like, even if y'all came out of this and you guys are in a new space now, whatever, all is forgiven, why do you need to say that stuff?
Right.
Like, that's hurtful. Like, I feel like.
And it didn't even seem like he was remorseful about it. He just talking about it like it's just nothing.
He was chuckling. She was chuckling. She was like, what you used to call me, babe? Because she was like, he said that she was the main player or whatever, and he had a starting five or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like,
I didn't mind as long as I was the main one. Like,
and he was like, yeah, you were my. She was like, what you used to call me, babe? He was like, yeah, my starter or something, point guard. I don't know, something stupid with basketball. And she just eating it up, holding on.
And y'all know how he looked. He wasn't even good looking to be doing all that.
No. And the way he was chuckling made me feel like he's still doing the things that he was doing back then.
Absolutely.
Like, he doesn't even present as a man who is remorseful. Like,
but why would he bragging. Be? Right.
Yeah.
She don't care.
No, she don't care. As long as she can say that she's married and that she has a husband.
Right. So this is Carly mugshot. Yeah.
She looked like remember Scandal, Olivia's mama.
Oh, she do.
That's what she looked like in that
picture. She do look like Mama Pope.
She looked just like Mama Pope.
Dang. She looked tired. She looked like she about ready to crash out.
She was in she clearly already did. That's why she's in a clinker.
Nah. Sitting up in there probably gonna make it worse.
Ooh, what you think she went there to get? Like, maybe he took her ring back and she was like, because she collects her rings. She doesn't give her rings back.
Who knows? Girl, I left that man alone. I'm getting $10,000 a month to not be with you. Listen, go on, live your life. Just keep sending my check, honey.
She's there. She wanna be the wife.
Yeah,
crazy.
So y'all know Mama D about to be cutting up because Taraji P. Henson and Michelle Obama done went on. I don't know what podcast they was on or what interview they was doing, but they done went on and said that they watch Love and Hip Hop and they love Mama D. So Mama D is really about to start showing her ass so that they can pay all the attention to her.
Right. Yeah, she could be like, Michelle Obama said my name. Okay.
Right.
She said my name and my son's name because Michelle Obama was like, yeah, Scrappy and them.
Child, I am not ready for the antics that Mama D is about to do. Like,
please. They probably got the camera crew at her house as we speak.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah. So let's get into Summer House. So this week on Summer House, it kind of hit the fan a little bit because all the tea was dished. So it was a whole bunch of drama with Lexi and Jesse because the girls, and I don't know why they didn't do this in the first place, especially Amanda, because Amanda is actually Lexi's friend. But anyways,
right.
They finally told Lexi what Jesse has been saying about her behind her back. And of course, Lexi is like, this is not even true. Like, he's out here making me look crazy for stuff that's a lie. So like, basically Jesse has been saying that Lexi is super jealous, and that he doesn't want her talking to she doesn't want him talking to other girls, and that he can't post what he wants on Instagram, and la 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 la.
And you know, some of that, it is true, but the way that he's saying it is not the way she's presenting it, because what she's asking for is not unreasonable. She's basically asking for him to be respectful in the way he does these things. Like, I'm not telling you not to hype your girlfriends up on social media, but maybe say they look beautiful instead of saying they look smoking hot or whatever, because you do have a girl now.
Right. And you're the one who wants to be exclusive. Like, this is not even like she's chasing after you. You want these things, but I don't get it. And even Wes was like, when Amanda was talking to Wes about it, Wes was like, well, yeah, Jesse is a little bit jealous. So I could kind of see him being the one that's more jealous and just trying to play it off.
And he's the one calling her all day.
Right. He was like, on the way to the place, he had called her twice and was like, I'm gonna call you back in a little bit. And Wes is like, well, we'll be there in an hour. Like, why do you need to call her?
So, like, Mr. Clingerton.
Right. And of course, Sierra, she did exactly what she said she was going to do. When Jesse told her not to touch her and she said bet, he got to see her cashing on her bet, because he didn't want bump. That's all you get. Do not touch. I don't want to hug. I don't want to do none of that. Okay.
Because you ain't going to say I violated your rules and I'm the cause of friction between you and your girl. Nope.
Right. No, you the one that be on me. Like, I can't wait till the reunion, because Lexi is gonna see all of this, and like, I hope she really chew him out. Okay,
because you've been all over Sierra, very flirtatious, and I kind of want to talk about this too. After like Carl and his crush on Sierra, like,
Carl is not cute to me. He looked like Skeletor, and I just
and his vibe, like,
I liked him.
No, it's very much friendship vibes. Like, I feel like Sierra feels sorry for him and everything that he's been through. She thinks he's a great person. She doesn't want him to go into his shell. She wants him to feel supported. She wants to be a real friend to him.
Yeah.
He is not.
He's getting the wrong message.
And that's why it's hard too, trying to be friends with people like with opposite sex, because some people can take your kindness for flirtation, and it's just like, I'm just trying to be cool. I thought we were friends for real.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't see that going anywhere. Like, I'm kind of embarrassed for him, honestly, because it would make the relationship weird. Like, after I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you saying, I feel the vibes. Like, I don't know. I think I have a crush. Like, oh, really?
Right. Why'd you do that?
Oh. I mean, she could always say, I'm friends with Lindsay. I can never, like, I think you're great. Like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the lines of that. Like, I think you're a great guy. I think you're a great person, but I could never.
And Lindsay is a psychopath, and I would never date her ex and have to live in the summer house with her. My life would be hell.
The rap, you see the rap she tried to give to the girl who he ain't even been on a real date with.
Right.
No, absolutely not. You guys watched us summer after summer, be together, and now you want to swoop in. Have you been looking at her this whole time? Like,
yeah, it would be terrible if they. Oh my god,
terrible. And it's already going to be a thing because he admitted to having a crush, so she's gonna blow that up at some point.
Ooh.
It's a mess. It is a real mess. But I am happy that the girls told Lexi the truth, because she kind of needs to wake up. Yeah. Like Paige told her, like, girl, are you really into him? Because if you're not, you need to go and move on, because y'all got too much drama to just be on each other for a month. It's too much.
But on the previews though, listen, she about to give it to him already, because I don't know what I guess he mentioned that he wanted to be, he thought they were going to be boyfriend and girlfriend by the end of this weekend. And she's like, I don't even want to be exclusive with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. Like,
because you going around talking about me behind my back. Like,
and you don't have no accountability. It's not, oh, you know what, I'm sorry. Like, nothing. It's just like, he's trying to make it seem like she's the weird one, and like she's pulling stuff out of nowhere. Like,
yeah, no.
You know,
like, girl, you're too young. You're too beautiful. Move on.
And like, you already said you can't trust them, so really move on.
And he's clearly not even ready for a relationship. I think that's why he calls her so much, and he's so like always talking to her because he's trying to convince himself that this is what he needs to do.
Right.
And like,
and he probably is nervous because he's definitely punching it. Like, she is way out of his league.
Yes, absolutely. So he doesn't want to mess up anything with her. He's trying to be good. He's trying to sit on his hands, but he can't help himself because he is who he is. Like, you can't flip a switch and just be a whole new man overnight.
Right.
That's why he ended up with the toe in somebody's mouth.
Right. Yo. Hey, y'all, I hate feet. So the fact that, listen, it's just every time we talk about the toe, it just makes me,
Because my thing is, why did you even go in there?
Right. It's so weird. Right. That's what Kyle was saying. Kyle was like, so what made you be like, yeah, let me go in here and see what's going on?
And you go sit on the edge of the bed?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Ugh. Yeah, it's weird.
A lot of strange things. Huh? I said a lot of strange things going on.
Right. Well, all right, y'all. That sums up this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you stayed this long. And we will see you guys next Thursday. Next Thursday, we're going to have so many more shows to watch because all the stuff is coming. We got The Love Hotel. We got some other stuff that I can't remember right. Oh, Basketball Wives.
I mean, Love and Basketball Wives. Basketball Wives.
Yep. It's going to be some stuff coming on, so we can't wait to talk about it, and we hope to see you guys here. Good night.
Bye.